Aloha, Coal Baptist Academy, parents and students. Glad that you could join me here as I just wanted to communicate with you online, tell you a little bit about what's happening now. I want to say, first of all, I trust that you and your family are in good health. We're certainly hoping that none of our school family will be infected with this coronavirus. And we hope you've had a great time during the spring break. As you know, the coronavirus scare is a major concern, and our governor has decreed that our schools be closed until April the 7th. And certainly we want to respect that. It is a public health concern. And so we know that we were scheduled to go back to school this coming Monday. Not going to be able to do that because of this no school thing. And so we're really sad because we were looking forward to seeing the kids back, disappointed, looking forward to finishing our year out here at Coal Baptist Academy. But the good news is we're going to be able to launch an online school, KBA Online, and this will help your students to finish out the school year. Now, we won't launch next week. This next week, while we won't go to school, the students won't be here, but our teachers will be here. And we've been trying to work hard to put in some plans to launch this online education program so that your child could continue their education. The teachers need to do a lot of work next week to prepare for that, and so they're going to do that. And that way, your student can go on the internet and get their lessons and continue on with school. Now, I'm fully aware that there's no substitute for the classroom experience, the interaction, having the teacher right there in person. This is the way we all want it to be, but unfortunately, because we have to have this social distancing program, we're going to have to go through this, but we think it's going to be a blessing, and we're thinking it's going to be a help to continue the children's education, because we are interested in their health, but we're also interested in them being able to continue on with their studies so they can finish the year strong. Now, if the social distancing program and the cancellation of the schools continues, we are fully confident that we'll be able to finish out the year online. But we are scheduled to come back to school on April the 7th, but we're hoping to finish out the year in any regard online so that we won't have to go into the summer and interrupt any of your summer plans. Now, we're very excited about this opportunity that's been provided. The principal and the teachers as well will be available to communicate with you, and they will be proactive in their communication, explaining a lot more about the details as to how this will all work, and they're going to be capable to do that and give you a lot of the intricacies. Some of those details we're still working out, so there'll be further announcements how that'll work. I can tell you these are some of the elements. First of all, we're going to be focusing on the core subjects, and so that means there will be some cutback on some of the electives, although there will be some teaching in those areas, but we'll be focusing primarily on the core subjects because there's not lunchtime and PE time, and there's not changing classes and those kinds of things that take a lot of the school day. We're anticipating that your child's school day will be shortened to a few hours just to keep up with their studies in the core subject. We're very happy to announce that the major provider of our curriculum is Abeka Books, and we'll be able to provide many of the lessons and the classes from them, and that'll be online. In addition to that, our own teachers will also be doing some teaching, and those videos and things will be provided. And also, as I said earlier, the teachers are going to be available to you for you to talk to them and explain to them what you need and how things are going as your child works through their lessons. Now, some of you may not have computers. Well, we're very happy that our principal has a tremendous background in technology. He was an IT fellow with the military. And so a while back, he was able to purchase some surplus computer equipment. And so if you don't have the capability in terms of your computer, he has that available. I think he's already let you know about that. And we've had several families stop by already, and he's been able to equip them with a computer and a monitor and a keyboard. And we know the kids will enjoy doing some activities on that. But he can set you up with that if you need help. In addition to that, he and others will be available with some technical assistance with KBA Online. Well, there are some things, sadly, that we're having to cancel. One thing is, of course, the remainder of our sports season, soccer season has been canceled. Secondly, a few years ago, we launched a May Day program, which is a great celebration where we have meal and the kids do a great job of telling us a lot of different things and singing and doing recitals. We're going to have to cancel the May Day celebration. Now, I'm told by Mrs. Valadares that she's still waiting and hasn't completely pulled the plug on the spring play for those junior high and high school students that are participating in that. So we'll find out more about that. Announcements will be forthcoming. Regarding the spring retreat and banquet, right now, those things, we're still planning for those things. If there needs to be a cancellation, we'll let you know. Then several of you may have already been invited to our church's 55th anniversary and also the luau. Well, we've had to cancel those things. The luau was scheduled for April the 5th, and we've had to cancel that. However, we are still having our services, and we're happy to announce this coming Sunday during our Sunday school hour, instead of having a regular service, we're doing it streaming. And during the Sunday school hour, our third grade teacher, Miss Drea Dedunka, will be bringing a Bible lesson, as well as our youth pastor will be doing a bunch of singing that is children's songs. And so there will be a special children's Bible hour at 9:30 if you'd like to check us out either on Facebook or YouTube. And that'll be 9:30 this Sunday morning. Then our 10:30 service, while we'll not assemble here, we'll have singing and preaching streaming online. And so hope you can join us for some of those online services as we are trying to do the best we can to continue on with ministry under these circumstances. Finally, let me just say that we're here to serve you. If there's anything that we can do at all to help you through this process or to make this process easier, please don't hesitate to call. If you have any ideas, you can let us know either by phone or email. We're really excited about hearing from you and making the best of this difficult situation. There is one huge positive note, and that is this. This social distancing request comes at a time when we're so thankful to the Lord. We've already been able to complete 85% of our school year, and we only have 15% remaining. And so we're going to be focusing on these major subjects and the key points in each one of these subjects so that we can have the children properly educated and finish out this year. And so we appreciate your patience and your support. Well, on another personal note, I know many of you perhaps are having some extra burdens. There's layoffs. We know we have some small business owners who are reporting that their businesses are suffering. And so there's many challenges during this time. And just to let you know, we're praying for you. And then there's also some other things that have been happening. Matter of fact, many of you have asked about our first grade teacher, Miss Lexi Atkins. And she's been struggling with a migraine headache for now about 3 weeks. She's going to get a lot of treatments, but please continue to pray for our first grade teacher, Miss Atkins. I know she appreciates your prayers. Her mom and dad from Michigan, her dad's a pastor in Michigan, and they're here with her. And so just lift her up in your prayers. And then also, as a close here, if you have any special prayer needs yourself, please let us know. We want to pray for you and be a blessing in any way we can. If you need something, if we can be of help at all, that's what we want to do. During this difficult time, we really want to serve you in an extra way if we can. And so I thank you so much for listening, and we're going to miss the kiddos next week, but we're looking forward to contacting you real soon, and you'll be hearing from our principal and our teachers. God bless you, and aloha.